Welcome back to my channel, wonderful people. This is Chidinma Favor. We're going to learn how to sew this beautiful top. Is a cut together top with this sleeve. Okay, if it's your first time of coming across my channel, thank you so much. Please do well to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel to enable me create more of this type of content. And if you have any questions you want me to answer, please don't hesitate to send it in. By God's grace, I will oblige. All right, the fabric has been properly folded into four, but first I still want to thank you to my returning subscribers. Without you, I won't be here. All right, is a cut together sleeve. Okay, we're also going to learn how to do cut together sleeve. First, mark your shoulder. You're supposed to take measurement from your shoulder across to where you want the sleeve to stop. But in case if you did not do that, you just do your shoulder first. I'm just arranging the material properly. All right, you mark out your shoulder, then determine where you want the sleeve to stop. For me, I want to use 11 inches. Okay, now from the end of that place you come down by 1.5 inch, which is for shoulder slope. You know our shoulder is not straight. Then determine your neck width, how wide you want the neck to be. This cloth doesn't have any zipper allowance. Okay, I marked basic neck sleeve, which is 3. Okay, which is also adjustable. Then connect it down to your shoulder slope as I'm doing. Remember our shoulder slope, we came down by 1.5. all right, from the tip of the material go down to your bust point. From there you go down to your half length, not under bust this time but your half length. Okay, the length of my blouse and my half length. Okay, the length of your blouse, remember, or your top, remember to add hemming allowance. Okay, divide your bust circumference into 4. Your bust circumference divided by 4. You mark it out. Your waist divided by 4. You also mark that out. And the hip divided by 4. Go ahead and add 2 inches sewing allowance. This cloth doesn't have any lining. You can use 1.5, you can use 2, depending how free you want it to be. Okay, connect all the markings together. Here at the hem side, you determine how wide you want your sleeve opening to be. You can see where I'm touching, where exactly you want the sleeve to stop. You determine the circumference of that place. You have to measure your client. Mine is 13.5. I'm going to divide it into 2. Okay, measure your client to know. Then you divide whatever you have into 2. All right, I've done that. I've taken mine. What I have here, I'll bring it down there just to have a straight line. Okay, I'm having about 19 inches just to have a straight line. Now I will connect. You can see what I'm doing. I'll just connect. You don't want that sharp edge. You're just going to create a light curve. Just make a little curve, just that area, so it won't be sharp at the end of the day. Okay, you don't want there to be sharp. Now my neck area, determine what you want for the back I'm okay with 1 inch. I'm contemplating 1 inch, just 1 inch is fine, and 4 inches for the back, whatever works for you. The width, I later adjusted it to 4 inches. Okay, if you are still watching up to this moment, please subscribe to my channel. It's a new channel, please help us to grow. At the hem, I want to have a slight curve, I don't just want it straight. So from that point, I'm going to come up by 4 inches. Use what works for you, okay? But I decided to use 4 inches. I wanted to use 3, but it was looking small. I decided to use 4 inches. So I'm going to connect it all the way to that place, just a slight curve. You can use your free hand, okay, like I did, and trim it out. Please subscribe. To my returning subscribers, thank you so much. I won't forget to appreciate you. I'm very, very grateful. God bless you. Okay, I'm just opening it up to cut out the front neckline, all right, which I've done. Here now we want to work on the sleeve, so you pay very, very good attention. All right, remember, that's the reason for the video, how to create that beautiful sleeve. Join your fabric together again into 2. All right, then take your shoulder measurement. That is what I'm doing. My shoulder measurement is 8. All right, so I want the opening to end at that shoulder measurement. You can make it more, you can make it less. All right, then the opening, I want to use 2 inches, but I'm going to reduce it to 1.5, so that after sewing everything, it will just be 2 inches, making it 4 in total. I hope you understand. So I'm using 1.5. You can see I reduced it to 1.5. Please use 1.5, so that after sewing it, it won't be too wide, unless that is what you want. Unless you want it to be too wide, then you can go ahead with that, but if not, 1.5 is perfect. All right, at this point, at the end of the fabric, just make sure you arrange your fabric very well. Be careful with the process, okay? Here I'm going to come in by 2 inches. 2 inches where the opening is going to stop. I don't want the opening to be too wide or get to the end of the fabric. Now we are cutting it. I'll see where we are going to cut it in kind of a block shape. After cutting I decided to extend it small. You can also leave yours, you can also extend it, but I just extended it by about half an inch to 1 inch, about half an inch. You can see by just half an inch. Okay, now you can open up. Now I'm going to turn the whole opening. I'm going to turn it. You can fold it in. You can use an extra pieces to fold it, like I did. I used an extra pieces to hem both the neck, the hand, the openings, and I ironed the seam lines open. You can see the neck properly turned and neatly turned. I turned everything. The hand, you can see the sleeve, I've turned it properly, like turned everything very well, like neatly turned it. Please, when doing this, be careful, don't be in a haste. Just make sure you take your time so that your work will come out very neat and beautiful. Okay, now this is what I want to use. Okay, unfold is about 1.5 inch. You can make your own more tiny. You can see you can make it tiny, is optional however you want it, but I want it to be that bold. I just want it to be that bold. Okay, remember the opening we left was about 1.5, that is 3 inches. I'm going to cut the stripe on about 4 to 4.5, so that after sewing it I will just have my 3 inches settling there. Okay, so I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces because I want each sleeve to have two. I'm giving it 2 all right. At the back is where you are going to join it. If you join it at the front, it won't sit well with what you've turned. All right, you're going to join it at the back, making sure that you still sew it on that stitches you have already. Okay, just take your time, stitch it on that place you already have stitches, so you won't have too much stitches rattling around there. All right, just take your time and stitch it that exact place you already had stitches. Okay, now I've done that. You can see how beautiful it's looking. Just take your time. You see everything is sitting properly. You see they are just settling very well. All right, neatly turned both the two sides. I've done that. Now let's work on the sleeve band. Okay, we are going to work on the sleeve bands. Take the measurement of what you have on your own. My own, I'm having about 14 inches. You can see that. So I'll go ahead and cut a band for that with another material. Just get your extra material to do it. What I have is not enough, so I will cut from other parts of the body. Okay, you can see the material I'm using. I added extra 1 inch. Okay, so that I'll use half inch to sew it by the side. You can go ahead and put an interfacing, which is optional, but I added an interface to my own. I added an interface, you can see, and I folded it in by half an inch. You can see it. I folded it in by half to quarter of an inch just to sew everything very well. You can see how beautiful it's looking. Okay, sew it by half an inch that you added while cutting it out. I'll go ahead and sew it before joining it. You sew it, you can see it's aligning after you might have sewed. You just fold it in like this and sew. Please, if you're watching up to this moment, please subscribe. Our channel is a new channel. Please just help us to grow together. All right, I'm so grateful for the returning subscribers. God bless you, and I will shape all the bodies. See you in our next class.